So Angela, did you want to tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Hi, everyone. I'm Angela London, and I have been a body worker since 1995. My work has gone in a ton of different directions. Of course, 20 plus years of being in practice has allowed me to really dive deeply into specific niche markets that captured my attention over the years, as well as reflected where I was at personally in life. I come from the belief that our most powerful gifts are to teach and share from where we're at in our own lives, speak what we know, do what we know. And so as a mom with 3 kids, I quickly, because I was having babies myself early on, I quickly found myself working with women who come from trauma in their childhoods and were currently pregnant with their first baby. And it put me in a position where for 10 years, I specialized in pre and postnatal and labor support for a very specific crowd of people, husbands and wives having gone through trauma, entering into what could potentially be an incredibly traumatic experience of entering into the life of family. And for those with sexual trauma, childbirth can be for the mother an incredibly traumatizing experience. And I found myself working with families and entering families into the world, celebrating that while supporting them through that trauma process so that they could stay grounded and present with the gift instead of get sucked into the PTSD responses. From there, I jumped directly into death doula work. And all the while, having my hands on all kinds of people from every walk of life.
With all of this really intensive work, how did you create space for yourself to protect yourself, to not be just completely drained by this?
So first and foremost, trial by error, guys, going down like a burning ship numerous times. I lost my health. I lost relationships. I truly was the guinea pig of how not to do this. I learned through my trial and error.
But if you have a routine, self-care routine that you recommend, that would be awesome.
Eric has in his program, he's got his mountains, and
That's what I was going to mention.
and that is, now I don't have the mountains, but what I have is basically the mountains. I don't call them mountains, but that's essentially what it is. And every morning I get up before the house and I have 1 hour, and everything that's the most important to me is captured in that hour. I exercise, I get nutrition on board, I feed my mind, I feed my relationships, I expand my understanding of my business or my prosperity, and I find a way to train my mind to quiet itself that I can be in that meditative state. All those things have to happen every morning without fail. I show up for myself. And if I fail epically at the rest of my day and I don't get to the gym, that's okay, because I got my mile in my 15 minutes. If I don't eat the best, that's okay, because I got all my greens on board in my 5 minutes as part of my first thing in the morning. So I'm showing up before anything else can take any of my time or attention away, and I'm taking care of me first.
My question though is there ever an appropriate time to break your own rules or boundaries?
Now, if you did it, but you personally are in financial duress, and doing so caused you to experience more stress, then chances are you need to visit with what were your motives in doing that, because you're the one that pays the consequence for extending yourself if there isn't a return of some kind. I hunt people down, and I intentionally give lots of complimentary sessions. I'll surprise people all the time. But I also am coming from a place of, I'm not in a position financially where I'm worried about how am I going to pay my bills.
Okay.
I have enough flow coming in. I have enough support, and I'm busy enough that I can comfortably extend those opportunities to people and not myself feel the stress of it. There was a time where I gave stuff away for free, but it was coming from a place of, I need your business. If I give this to you free, will you turn around and bring me your people?